Once again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining for another session of Azure Power Lunch. As you know, we record these call and place our recording on our YouTube channel. So if you don't want to be recorded, you may want to drop off now. Willie, floor is yours. Please take it away.
Thank you very much, Naveed. I appreciate thank you again for hosting me again this week as well. And happy 50 years for Microsoft. Today is, the birthday for Microsoft, the 50th, 4th of April, 1975. So 50 years. So happy to give you a little bit update on a new feature. I think it's been out for a few months for GitHub Copilot. And I just wanted to highlight it because I discovered that a lot of people do not use this feature, and which is actually awesome feature. And it's the vision feature in GitHub Copilot. And this one is actually amazing because a lot of people who work with UI, can actually utilize this feature. And the building UI is a little bit, challenging and time-consuming process. I think if you are you build UI even, in HTML or in WinForms, UWP, Maui, you name it. If you do anything like this, you suffer from, taking time, tedious work. You have to go and put the controls in a specific area. So this feature actually, is available only on specific LLMs. And what LLMs is large language models. If you know, in Visual Studio 2022, when you have GitHub Copilot, and by the way, I do not want to explain anything about GitHub Copilot. We have a previous session we did, and I think, Naveed, you have recorded this on YouTube. You have it available for us if you want to
It's
see it
available.
and catch up.
Absolutely.
If you are new to GitHub Copilot, please, you can watch this since this is recorded. Watch that one and then watch this one because this is on top of this. I'm gonna keep adding. Hopefully, if Naveed would host me again for another session for new things coming. And by the way, new features come every month with every update for the Visual Studio for GitHub Copilot. So once you install the updates for Visual Studio 2022 every month, go and check the release notes, what's going on, what new features, and go to the section for the GitHub Copilot over there, because the Microsoft team is the one who's developing the feature for GitHub Copilot and is not GitHub. And that's why we have unique features. And in my opinion, is like we have the best features in Visual Studio 22 right now, for GitHub Copilot, and you want to see that. So sometimes you have a specific, you see a very nice form or UI that you see on another program or from a different application you have, and you want almost the same fields in this form. So what you should do, usually what you do, you just go and start and putting everything inside your application, and you start adding all these controls to your application. It depends on what tool of choice you use for your UI development, and this will take you half a day, one day, a few hours to build, depends how complex is this. So in order to change that, let me bring in, actually, let's start with HTML. Okay, so I used Blazor, and you could use anything if you know Angular, or if you have like React or whatever your tool, the tool of choice that you need. So what you can do is you have over here, I know it's very small. I'm sorry because I cannot make it. I think I cannot make it. Oh, I can make it actually. I'm sorry. They made it now changeable. Over here, you have LLMs that you can actually choose to talk to in order to write your own code and have Copilot to help you with. The one that helps you actually with images is the 4.0 because it's a multi-model LLM and it understands images. Okay, for example, the new one Claude 3.7. This is only for code. It does not understand and does not have the vision capability. So, and I don't know if you see this clip, and I've seen some customers do not have this clip, even they have the latest version. It's because, your administrator at the company disabled this feature. So you need to tell them to enable it. Okay. And if they told you, we don't want you to add anything, it's like, hey, but I have to go and type it. So it's going to take more time. So why to prevent this one? So it does not make sense to disable it actually. So over here, I want to upload and I downloaded something like, for example, a form over here. So this form, it uploaded inside my chat over here. And now I want to tell it, say, hey, convert this image to an HTML and CSS form. Okay, that's it. And I just picked something, downloaded a form from the internet. You can come up with your own or anything. And now what it's gonna do is like, okay, it's gonna upload this one to the LLM and study it and understand what it does and try now to build everything for you over here inside your project over here in this side, this page. So if I go over here, preview and accept this code, okay, everything looks good. Let me see if I can run this one. I'm gonna run and build and look at this. How does it look like? So it's building right now. Let me see the browser. Maybe it's gonna come. Oh, it came up on the other monitor. Look at this. And it just put exactly whatever I had before. So, even I have now select over here and I can now fill up all of this and I have my create. It does not have the code behind because I did not tell it to. So you have to go and tell it how to say, hey, I want an object over there for a DTO to collect all of this. And then you can tell it to connect to your, middle tier data layer in order to create the account after that. But the point that it took the image and actually created all of this in few seconds, and now you're ready to go and use it. And so this is awesome. I think, in my opinion, this is amazing for creating a user interface very quick. So let's try something else. The same form in a different way. Let's see. And let me get something else here. Another one. Let me go down over here and take this one. So over here, this is a win form. And I'm gonna run it right now and look at this. It's nothing. This is the default win form, doesn't have anything. And I want exactly the same one over here. Okay, but WinForms, you need to, a little bit as a developer, you need to understand where's the code. You don't go and start, your GitHub chat over here on the form itself where you design. No, you need to go to the designer. If you expand this one and you go to the designer, now this is the code that actually, the C# language will render all the controls in order to show it over here. You need to understand a little bit where is the rendering happen, where's the coding. So once you go over here, you stand on this one, and now you go to GitHub Copilot, in the chat area, you do the same thing, and you upload actually the same form, the same format, convert this image to a win form controls. Okay, and you press enter. It will upload it again, and now it will understand this is a win form. It's not an HTML or anything. So now it will just go and write all the code that you need for all of this, and then now I will preview this and say, hey, I'm gonna accept this and save. Let me run it and see right away. And look at this. All of this is done, in a few seconds. And it actually just put an example for me over here. It gave me just a bonus. It gave me sample data as well to do. Of course, it's not wired, but at least now most of the work is, it's done for me. And now I can go and I can go and fix it. As okay, that's easy. That the hard part is done. And now I can go over here and move it or do whatever I want. Sounds good. Any questions so far? Okay. So let's go and see console apps. What we can do as well, like in any other, you could do it in any language, in any different UI, the same exact thing. So this is a console app. Actually, let me see what it's gonna do actually over here. Let me just even upload the same form. This is the console app, okay? So let me see. And I would say, I already wrote something before, so I'm gonna copy and paste it this way. So please convert this form to a text-based UI and create a DTO to hold the answers, and then print that DTO in JSON beautiful format, for example, something like this. Let me see if what it will do. And now it went and added all of this, and look at this. It just added the DTO over here. Okay, and now all of this works. So of course it will do preview over here, adding this code, except, so, and now, okay, because I need to add the namespace. I think it just added here, it did not add it. And it does not know the DTO because I did not add it. So maybe I want to add it in new file. Okay, and save over here and save here. Okay, and let's see if I have it. This is the DTO. Okay, perfect. Everything is saved. Let me go back over here. And now I have this one is running. So let me run over here. And over here, and I just and look at this. It just did exactly what I needed, and it's printed the beautiful, JSON one for me. So that it just convert that one. Okay, so is that about the same thing? That's everything it can do. Let me just undo everything here, undo, and save this one. I don't want this one anymore. And let me go back. So this is, we're going back over here and resetting everything. Another thing it can do as well, it could go through a logical thing. What does that mean? Let me just, I think we can go, let me and do, I want to show you a decision. I'm sorry, I'm working on the other one. 3. There is a decision tree. Let me go over here, upload this image. Oops, and of course I changed the, Azure decision tree. So over here, this is an Azure decision tree. I don't know if you know, for architects who want to do something on Azure or deploy something, they usually, go to this, oh, what I need to do, how to migrate my code, and what to do over here exactly. And they have to go through this to see what's the right, correct service. So I saved this file to my hard drive, and now I uploaded this one actually over here and uploaded this one. I say create a console app that walks the user to make a decision for which Azure service to use under compute based on the attached image. Okay. So I gave it this complex, thing to do. And I said, hey, can you create an application to help me do all of this? This way, the application can create something like this for me. So let's see. So I'm going to do a preview, accept, run. Look at this. Okay, so are you looking to migrate all bid view? I say, hey, new. Oh, migrate build. Require full control? No. And no. Is it event driven? No. Managed? No. And orchestration, do I need a full-fledged orchestration? Yes, I want to do orchestration. Well, actually, no, I don't want that. Okay, and I say, hey, just use Azure service. That's it. That's the easiest one. If you don't want to take care of anything, this is the safest and easy one. So it just took me through the decision tree, actually, in order to take me over here to this one. So all based on whatever I have it over here. So I think this feature is amazing. Why? Because sometimes you have an old UI that you want to build, and you have hundreds of screens that you gonna build, and you already have in your legacy applications. So what you can do over here, what you can do actually is you can move all of this. For example, you have WinForms and you want to go to UWP or Maui or whatever other technology that Microsoft have, or you want to move it to an HTML base, for example. So what you can do is you can capture the images of all these forms and use this feature to move. And now within few days, you can have 100, pages already moved because you were worried about it. Why? Because it's going to take you a long time to design and put all these controls. So it's not feasible. Now it is very feasible at this point. And sometimes you see maybe somebody else's competitor or another software you have or something. They have, oh, this is very nice. I want the same fields, but I want to put my own design. you can just capture the image, put it there, and it will have all the same field. Another thing is you can do is a lot of companies, they have forms, physical forms to fill out, and they tell IT, can you guys go and modernize this for us? We need is like, and then IT is like, okay, this is 1 year in order to do all of these. You have 100 forms, different ones. It's going to take us forever to build those UIs for you. Now you can scan everyone and you can use it, and now you like within few minutes you can have the same form as the physical form to be actually a form in your choice based on your application. So there is a lot of applications that you would do with it, and I think the sky is the limit. Your imagination is the one. Even if you have flow charts or certain things, you have a logic, for example, for anything. Let's say you have a logic for a specific case in your business, and you have this complex logic that is being has been mastered by a business people. You can take that one and upload it here and say, hey, build me the function to in order to work with this logic exactly same way, and you'll find the if statements, everything running for you. And then you can correct and test it and do everything. Of course, you can use GitHub Copilot to test it and put some cases for yourself. So I think I showed you what I want. Another thing I wanted to show, maybe since we have time, just let me show you another thing. Go back to the Blazor. Back again over here. Let me also undo everything here and reset back over here. Let's do another people. Sometimes you have designers who do wireframing for you. So this is the wireframing, and you can ask it. And I want to show you what is this, the wireframe. I'm gonna copy and paste this one. So convert this form to HTML. Say work as a form. This wireframe to HTML as a Blazor form. Okay, so this is a wireframe that I asked it to do everything I need. And let's see what it's gonna do for me. And I just want to show you the wireframe. Okay, here's the wireframe that I just downloaded from the internet. I wanted to do this mock design that one of my designers did it for me. Or I did it, or a developer. So I see a lot of developers. I used to do this as a developer as well. So wireframing and show it before, if we don't have a designer, for example, and show it to the team, and they say, oh, this looks good, before I start doing the HTML, because I don't want to take a long time to do it. And then they tell me, hey, this is not good. So let me see now what we can do here. Except, let me see, how is this? Gonna run it. And look at this. It just did all of this. It did not do a good job like how I wanted. It did not put exactly, but I've seen the same one inside WinForms. It did a better job actually than this one, because I think this type of control exists in WinForms, but it does not exist in in HTML. So it's not perfect, but it's good. It's really good, and it saves time. So I did not want to say it's perfect about everything. You can talk to it actually to actually the same one I did over here. at the beginning, it actually showed me. I want to show you this back again. When I did this before this, session, I was testing this. It just also took all the top part, and also it put it for me. It did not understand that this is the navigation for the browser, so it also gave me all of this. So I prepared actually a better, one over here, which I did not want to. I wanted to show you if it made a mistake, how to correct it. But the second time, it just actually did it for me. And I wanted to see is like, hey, ignore the top part. It's actually a navigation. Don't do that. Okay, and please create a mock sample image for to fit. I wanted to do that, but actually it did that for me automatically without asking. And that's part of the LLMs. Sometimes they do things differently every time, so that's normal. So this is all what I wanted to show, and I hope that this session was useful for you all over here. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you enjoy this feature.
Folks, if you have any questions, please feel free to open your mic and ask or post in the chat window. I don't see any question in the chat either. Hey, Pradeep, since there are no questions, thank you very much for.
Do you have a link to the previous Copilot session?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me just post it here. Give me one. Let me post the link here. I'm gonna post it directly from the channel. Yeah.
And just to let you know that Microsoft made actually a GitHub Copilot for free, but you have a limitation for how many times you could use it, how many prompts per day. So
we have an enterprise license for Copilot.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. Yeah, I'm posting in the chat window, guys. 1 second. Here we go. That should be it.
Yeah, and it's directing. This session I did before is for the .NET developers. So
which I am one.
There is another one.
Thank you.
No
And there is another one as well. You should see that there. That's the one you did as well, man.
Oh, no. Oh yeah, there's an updated features. Yes, I did that. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So you need to see the first one first, then the second one, then this one. So, and I'm gonna do.
So I need to see the one GitHub Copilot for Business.net developers. That's the first one.
Correct.
And then the one that is.
Just go with the
update
dates, man. Just
7/11, the 7/11 one. Then this one.
Then the one from today. Perfect.
Yes.
Thank you.
No worries.
Have a great weekend.
You too.
Yes,
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Stop recording.